Hey guys, so getting a decent amount of questions on gold. I want to give you. Let's just look at a simple fractal way to look at the cycles on two different time frames and kind of the oversold, overbought, and then where we're at in the trend. So we've talked about we were high on the daily and weekly cycles for since the middle of last month, and this was a deeper pullback was possible. And the deeper pullback is always the toughest to manage your risk around when you're core long. Everybody that came in and chased the move 3 months late, you can still make money when you get these shallow dips. Even if you chase it and it's going straight up, you can still make money. That's easy. It's when you get all these bad longs in the market and you have to sit through a daily cycle or a weekly cycle. You have to be patient. There's opportunities on the short side, intraday, to make a little bit of money, whether you're doing that. Maybe you're long minis and you're you're shorting the full contracts intraday against a core long with your core mini position, or you're playing options different ways. We've been selling calls on the bounces. Like last week, we sold calls and bought puts. Today, we're realizing puts, but not taking them all off. Taking a little bit of profit on the puts, and then rolling down and then nibbling on the minis. Just depends on how you want to manage your risk, or you just do nothing until you get deeper levels, or we look for the intermediate term to turn back up. But the point is, this is where you get everybody twisted up, and this is where the weak longs get shaken out. This is always in this. It's always in this territory, and that's why we're probably close to a low. So what I want to just highlight. Let me get myself out of the way here. Hopefully that's. I don't know where this pops up when I'm recording. All right. So again, this is a fractal way to look at the market. Multiple durations. All right. So these patterns and these cycles are you can slice up time how you want to look at it. But essentially, this is the last 3 times to buy gold. This is the third opportunity you've got that's measured up this way. So you can eyeball the cycle like this. We're still on the tail end of this cycle. You could even get a little bit fancier if you want, and you can put bands around the higher lows, lower highs. This is just measuring something like the RSI, right? It's getting kind of sloppy. Okay, it's all there. You could draw it like this. All right, that's your cycle, basically. So last times you got down in here, if you time that up with your RSIs, you bought pretty good levels. These are all buying opportunities down here. Last time we got down to these levels on the RSI, we like to use a 14-day. These were some of the best spots you could have bought gold before the last rally. And that was coinciding with the low cycle. Right in here, right? So now you're late on this stochastic cycle, which is an oscillation equation of motion, but it also reflects the time component, the way we've got it set up. We find these pretty good cycles throughout here. Obviously, you're going to have the faster daily cycles on top of that help with timing, right? So we talked about last week we were making sales high with the daily cycle. I don't have it blown up. All right, and now you're getting low again. So the edge is to be nibbling again and buying. And the risk is you want to take some risk here and get more long. But we also need to defend this 1450 area, because if we can't hold here and this weekly cycle plays out a little bit deeper, the old breakout level was 1380, call it, and then you're gonna have guys buying 1400. Essentially, though, in our model, if you break the bands, you get the deeper pullback to the 200, which is right in line with that 1380. But that's that's the risk. if you're going to start to take a bigger stab. The point being is every time we've gotten down to these types of oversold levels, you got low weekly cycle, you got low daily cycle, you have a lot of edges here. A lot of edges here. This is a good edge. Look at, these are the same levels of being oversold that were the best levels you could have bought. All right. So you've got the bands, good edge. You've got a low daily cycle, good edge. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just between these two cycles, you've got 4 edges sticking right out at you. So I'm not surprised that you've got a lot of people that chase that are probably puking, and that's what you want. We got to flush out the weak longs if we're going to move the market back up. So that's our call. We're getting more long down here. We know where the risks are. We're going to have to play defense. If you start to get through 1450, and defense means hedging with puts, selling upside calls against position, means shorting silver. It means selling futures and raising cash or cutting half the position. There's lots of different ways you can move to more, bring your DVO1 risk down and move to more delta neutral. So we'll talk about that on the teams, the trading rooms, and obviously on the prop team. Anyway, guys, hope that helps on gold. Yeah, that's all I got.